at like super majors or at, like respective tournaments, like it says a lot to her testament as a player. And especially since she's one of the few players who has like tournament wins this season.
Like, there's a lot of players who have looked to make their last stand for this RCS, and I feel like there's none who's like made it matter as much as Cheesy has.
100%. Cheesy has definitely done that, and Dinos is trying to do something very similar, trying to put Claren back on the map. Because we did see a little bit of her absence last season, unfortunately. You know,
Was it unfortunate?
It depends on who you ask. Game 1, not going to Virtual Port, going to Tower of Heaven. If you ask anyone about this matchup, they'll say, like, Claren doesn't really do too bad against a lot of characters, but ones that she tends to struggle against are the heavies.
And it makes sense because, like, you have a lot of light hits. You have a lot of just punishing on positioning. She doesn't have as many strong hits.
Yeah, she also doesn't have many ways to deal with zoning, and really solid confirms like that. 160% to clean up that stock, but it happened in less than 30 seconds.
Yeah, like, the big answer is supposed to be a hold up. Oh, wow. The
Yeah,
big answer
like,
is
you
supposed
saw
to be
that.
the no funnel out zone. Like, you get the counter hit, you get your sphere of safety, and that's about it. Beyond that, it's just relying on your ability to maneuver yourself out of harm's way or react with a parry. But
Just like that, and that's gonna Galaxy
Speaking
already.
of-
2 stocks down in less than a minute.
Cheesy not showing any signs of slowing down, by the way. Like, she's just held pedal to the metal.
Oh, and an SC gonna come out 3 stock in game number 1 for Dinos. I think I've explained this. Cheesy's playstyle is you are like a first grader being hit with rapid fire math questions. What is 4 times 4? What is 5 plus 10? What is 6 plus 8? And you're sitting there like, and the second you get one wrong, bam, you get hit. Bam, you get hit. And it just keeps happening over and over. You just get hit with so many questions, so many situations, and if you start missing them, you start getting them wrong, it starts piling up so fast.
I mean, rapid fire neutral sounds terrifying. Now you put it behind a character like Craig, where when you get hit, it really matters. Like, that's scary stuff.
82% basically untouched right there, just from a few neutral interactions. And one thing that we don't really get to talk about a good bit is like Craig has some decent burst options. Like tilt boosting, F tilt, dash attack, obviously the classic one. But like those are really good ways to just kind of burst outside of like Claren's range. And on top of that, the fact that you have the survivability of a heavy, Claren already struggling to kind of get those solid kill confirms that will finish you off at the percent that she wants.
Yeah, that's a whole other thing, is the percentage she wants is extended just a bit of a higher range than most. Not only is it itself a wider range of percentages, but it's a higher percentage. There's a lot more wiggle room for Cheesy to be able to threaten Dinos.
Woo, the funny hitbox.
Ooh.
Just get tossed into the side blast on there by the Sour Upstrong.
That's the one that makes sense visually, but like it doesn't feel right when you land it. Or
Yeah,
just get
it
hit by
looks so funky because it doesn't have a strong hit to it. It's just very like, well, it happened.
Ooh,
Gang
sort of that.
Thunder, yes. Sweet spot side B into Tipper Upstrong.
Excellently executed. Dinos finally putting one up on the board.
Yep, finally putting one up on the board says a lot. Oh my goodness.
It is a phenomenal player. This is within top 8. And he finally got 1 stock.
Yep. First game
claps,
didn't happen. First
everyone.
game didn't happen, you know? It's fine. Oh, great weight there. Great double jump into the air. I respect the idea so much. Butt gets punished for super hard. Backer of her own into the Upstrong. Called out that air dodge up right away. So good.
Oh, hold on. Dino's not out of it just yet. Still willing to swing.
Yeah, and
That is
Cheesy's
a
not
funny
afraid to
combo
swing
out of
back
that.
either, yeah. You saw it right there. Cheesy threw out a downer to try and like cover that recovery option from Dinos. Like, tried to really punish that overcommitment with death. And again, like that is that very much rapid fire, like, oh, you tried to hit me. I have an answer for that. Do
And now you
have an
deal with
answer
this
for me?
situation. And now you deal with this situation.
Yep.
And now we are here. Oh, okay.
I thought we were going to see downer Upstrong, but we are not.
That's probably what it was supposed to be, but just Too small of a platform, too poor of positioning, no wiggle room. Such is life. Rock in hand, though, worst place for her to be as she flies off stage and ties up the stocks.
But 107% right now on Gerald. Oh, gets the tech chase, but just not ready to pull the trigger. 123% is a scary percent to be at for a character like Claren.
Yeah, but Dino's showing a willingness to swing even in a deficit like that.
Yeah, and you gotta respect that. You gotta respect not being afraid in moments like that too, because that's what Cheesy wants. She wants you to be afraid. And even as she takes game 2 there, Dinos is showing to like, all right, you know what? If you're gonna swing, I'm gonna swing just as hard.
Well, that's the mentality that helps pierce the veil of a play style like this. Is like once you stop showing fear, all of a sudden you don't have to worry about flinching off of these. The repetition of all of these actions, like constantly resetting neutral, these little interactions, and you could just play. You just play. You don't have to worry about one thing snowballing into many when it comes to Cheesy. Big question is, can Dinos make all of that matter as we return to the Merchant Board?
Yeah, for game number 3 too. Dinos is a big fan of Merchant Board, and I mean this is a really good stage for Claren. A lot of platform ledge cancel opportunities, a lot of great down air, great tech chase options. But the same thing can be said for Crag. A lot of great space to keep yourself away from Claren and be able to just react to a lot of the moves that come out. Dash attack getting parried, and the forward strong going to take that stock.
Definitely one of the stages in this particular matchup where, while Rock definitely earns its keep, it's not as required for commanding space. You can just take advantage of the fact that Crag has pretty large hitboxes. Woo! And a hurt box with that one.
Claren has a lot of disjointed hitboxes too. Tipper,
she swing?
Yeah. Into that Tipper Armstrong going to clean up that stock. It's so good. Tipper Armstrong is so good. So nice.
Strong move. Not the strongest, but strong.
Yeah, one of a selection of moves that could be considered strong. We're seeing a lot, like you said before, those weak hit combos are coming in, but like they're only doing so much when Crag is just going to have a stronger move to kill you with.
Yeah.
Claren is unfortunately not going to be able to do that.
With up tilt chasing.
Up tilt chasing. The future of Crag.
Oh, we love it.
Baby dash up tilts.
The little weight there, not having to respect the counter.
Tried to get a bigger damaging punish, but no, not going to die even at 120. Tipper forward strong not good enough to kill yet.
Oh, I like the weight too with the side special. Doesn't have to worry about getting command grabbed, and that's not killing just yet, but definitely threatening Plastic Dinos.
Yeah, it looks like next big move is going to do it.
Okay.
You know what? Sometimes we get a little reward. We get a little treat.
Yeah. Parry punch as a treat.
As a treat.
Was the treat enough to keep Plastic Dinos going, though? Because this is a hell of a deficit to be sitting at tournament life.
Yeah, 50% right now. Waiting out that parry. So good.
The back hit of up tilt to extend this situation is nuts, by the way.
Oh, absolutely 100%, but
this
no.
whole interaction, nuts.
Oh, this is so rough. Wait, Facility's air dodge.
Oh, hold on. That's big. That's a huge whiff, but an even huger one.
Oh, no. The double whiff.
That's tragic.
That is so tragic to see the game that was the closest right there on the cusp, just unable to close it out. Dinos exiting the tournament at 5th place. Cheesy moving on into loser semis. I think we have one last set before you.
And then I will be bidding adieu and getting